What if one of the world's most closely guarded royal rumors turned out to be true? For years, whispers swirled through palace corridors and across the internet about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's pregnancies. Talk of moon bumps, odd public appearances, and carefully staged photo ops kept the gossip alive. But now, at 40, Prince Harry has finally confirmed what many had long suspected. Archie and Lilibet were born via surrogates, and Meghan never carried the children herself. But before we continue, please subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more updates. This isn't just another royal headline. It's a revelation that shakes the very foundation of public perception around the couple, and it forces us to take a step back and ask, what happens when personal choices collide with centuries-old traditions and global expectations? Let's dive in. A royal secret hidden in plain sight. Every great family has its mysteries, but the royal family? They've practically written the rulebook on secrecy. When Meghan first appeared with her carefully cradled baby bump, critics and fans alike debated whether it all seemed staged. The internet buzzed with talk of moon bumps, prosthetic bellies meant to simulate pregnancy. Wild? Sure. But people swore they spotted strange folds and slips in photographs. At the time, those rumors were dismissed as cruel internet speculation. Now, with Harry confirming that surrogacy was indeed part of their journey, it's hard not to wonder, were those early suspicions onto something? And here's where curiosity takes over. If the palace knew, why didn't they come clean? What else might have been hidden behind the velvet curtains of royal life? Why the big secret? On the surface, the decision to keep quiet about surrogacy makes sense. After all, the royal family thrives on tradition, image, and continuity. A future king or queen isn't just a baby. They're a symbol. And for centuries, royal succession has been tied to the idea of a direct, traceable bloodline carried by the mother herself. For Meghan and Harry, admitting to surrogacy could have sparked chaos. Questions about legitimacy, titles, and whether Archie and Lilibet truly qualified as heirs. Can you imagine the tabloids if this had come out sooner? The headlines practically write themselves. But here's the real kicker. How much pressure must it take to keep a secret of this magnitude while smiling for cameras, waving at crowds, and posing for glossy portraits? Humanity behind the headlines. Let's take a step away from the monarchy for a moment. Surrogacy isn't scandalous in the everyday world. It's a deeply personal choice, often filled with hope, sacrifice, and complicated emotions. For countless families, it's the only way to experience parenthood. So why does it feel different when it comes to Harry and Meghan? Because royalty isn't everyday life. When your family tree doubles as a global institution, private choices become public controversies. The very thing that brings joy in one household becomes headline material in another. Think about it. How many of us have kept a secret, big or small, just to avoid judgment from our neighbors, co-workers, or extended family? Now multiply that by millions of people worldwide, all with an opinion, and you start to understand the pressure Harry and Meghan must have faced. The ripple effect on succession. Here's where things get complicated. Royal succession isn't just about who your parents are. It's about tradition, legitimacy, and centuries of unbending rules. By admitting surrogacy, Harry has opened the door to questions no monarch wants to hear. Do Archie and Lilibet still have rights to royal titles? Can children born through surrogacy be considered of royal blood under the old laws? If not, does this push the succession line back to other branches of the family? These aren't just hypotheticals. They could become legal and constitutional debates if the monarchy chooses to pursue them. And if history has taught us anything, it's that the royal family rarely navigates controversy without drama. But maybe, just maybe, this could also be a turning point. Could Harry's honesty push the monarchy to modernize, to accept that families today don't always fit neatly into centuries-old molds? Lessons beyond the palace walls. Strip away the tiaras and titles, and this story hits on something universally human. The fear of being judged for how we build our families. Whether through surrogacy, adoption, IVF, or any other path, countless people face whispers and questions about their choices. Harry's confession may feel like a bombshell now, but it also shines a light on the need for compassion and understanding. Families are complicated, traditions are evolving, and the way children come into the world shouldn't define their worth. So here's the question to sit with. If one of the world's most scrutinized men can admit to breaking with tradition, what does that mean for the rest of us? Closing thoughts. Breaking the silence. In the end, Harry's admission isn't just about Archie and Lilibet. It's about the courage to speak the truth, even when the truth challenges centuries of expectations. It's about reminding us that behind the pomp and circumstance, royals are still just people, messy, vulnerable, and trying their best like the rest of us. And maybe, just maybe, this moment of honesty is exactly what the monarchy and the world needed. So what do you think? Should tradition bend to modern reality, or should the rules of succession remain unshakable? Share your thoughts, your feelings, and your stories. After all, every family, royal or not, has its secrets. The difference is, now one of the world's biggest families has finally admitted theirs.